He was once a familiar face in millions of living rooms across America, a child actor with bright eyes, a winning smile, and a future that seemed destined for success. But today, the name Tylor Chase is no longer associated with fame or Hollywood glitz. Instead, it has become a symbol of disappearance, mystery, and the darker side of childhood stardom. Tylor Chase worked in television during the early 2000s, appearing in popular shows that shaped a generation of kids on the screen. Everything seemed perfect: the lights, the cameras, the laughter. Behind the scenes, however, the pressures of early fame were silently building. Long hours, constant scrutiny, and an industry that rarely stops for mental health can take a toll, even on the brightest stars. After a few years in the limelight, Tylor vanished. There were no headlines, no interviews, no public farewell, just a disappearance that left fans wondering what happened to the boy they had grown up watching. For years, his story was forgotten by most, buried beneath the glamour of newer faces in Hollywood. Then, in late 2025, a startling revelation brought his story back into the public eye. Videos began circulating online showing a man living on the streets of California, disheveled, exhausted, and alone. Slowly, viewers began to recognize him. Tylor Chase, the child star of yesteryear, had become a man hidden from society, struggling to survive in silence. What happened in the years between the cameras and the streets? Reports suggest long-standing mental health struggles, repeated refusals of help, and a system that failed to protect someone who had once been celebrated by millions. Friends and former co-stars expressed heartbreak. Fans were shocked, but the true details remain shrouded in mystery. The story raises questions that are both troubling and haunting. How does someone go from being loved by thousands to being invisible on the streets? Was it a series of unfortunate circumstances? Or are there deeper forces at play behind the disappearance of child actors from Hollywood's memory? The answers are elusive, and the truth may be more disturbing than anyone wants to believe. Tylor's story is not just about fame lost or wealth disappeared. It is about the fragility of human identity when built entirely on public perception. It is about what happens when support systems fail, when mental health issues are ignored, and when society turns a blind eye to those who no longer entertain it. As disturbing as it may be, Tylor Chase is not the only child actor whose life took such a dark turn. Hollywood is filled with stories of vanished stars, forgotten faces, and silent struggles that never make headlines. What makes his case particularly unsettling is the recent footage. Undeniable, raw, and impossible to ignore. The footage shows not just homelessness, but isolation, disconnection, and a life suspended between two worlds, one of bright lights and childhood adoration, and one of shadows and survival. It is a stark reminder that fame can be fleeting, that childhood success does not guarantee safety or happiness, and that the systems designed to protect vulnerable children often fail in the most public ways. For viewers, this story is more than just a cautionary tale. It is a mystery waiting to be unraveled. Every clip, every social media post, every eyewitness account adds another layer to the puzzle of what truly happened to Tylor Chase. And while we may never know the full story, the pieces we do see paint a haunting portrait of lost innocence, forgotten fame, and the unpredictable dangers of early stardom. Tylor Chase's life serves as both a warning and a call for empathy. Behind the bright smiles and the nostalgic performances was a human being, navigating challenges that many could not even imagine. His story asks us to look closer, to question how society treats its youngest celebrities, and to never forget that the most mysterious and tragic stories are often unfolding in real time, right before our eyes. The disappearance and later sighting of Tylor Chase is not just a Hollywood tale. It is a real-life mystery filled with unanswered questions, hidden truths, and unsettling realities, and it reminds us that sometimes the darkest mysteries are not ancient or unsolved. They are happening right now in the lives of people we once celebrated.